Hello there and welcome to this course. My name is Marvelous Ben and I am your tutor for this section. I'm a digital marketer. I help business owners and entrepreneurs to launch, scale and market their businesses on social media using targeted content and digital marketing strategies. In this course, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can monetize your talent-based business. Probably you've always had a skill, you've always had a passion, you've always had a gift, you've always had a unique advantage. There's something you know you could do more than others, but unfortunately, you've not been able to see the profitable side of it. In this video, I want to move you from being that broke, passionate person to being that profitable, productive, passionate person. So you're still going to have your passion, you're still going to have your talent and your gift, but this time you're going to see the profitable aspect of it. I've been on social media for the past 3-4 years and I've been monetizing my talent. I write for people and I started building my brand on social media via writing. And from writing, I've been able to scale and expand and grow into different horizons. And now I am doing much more bigger things, even still writing. So in this course, I'm going to be sharing with you the 6 ways I've been able to monetize my talent. And these are the 6 major ways every other person on social media monetizes their talent. Whether you write or you speak or you act or you paint or you draw or you dance or you act, whatever it is that you do, you can monetize your talent, because God did not give you that talent just for you to give it out for free or to feel good about it. It was given you as a seed. It is value, and your gift can take you places when honed the right way. So in this section, you're going to be learning how do you even go about monetizing your gifts? How do you go about monetizing your talent? So first off, what is a talent? A talent is the gift you've been given. You were given a gift, and a gift is always free. A talent is the value, is the gift, the unfair advantage, a special ability, something so special about you. You were given by the one who created you, who is God. So God gave you a talent for a reason, that you would multiply the seed sown in you. So every talent you have is given for a purpose, and the people you see out there doing the big things are people who have decided to leverage, to lay hold on the talent given to them by God, to discover what is inside of them and to use it. You are special. There is something inside of you that you also need to discover and then to use for good purposes, for good works, and even to make money. Now, how do you turn your talent into a business? What's the business side of it? The business side of your talent is the money making side of your talent. Now you're known for something. You've been congratulated. You've been applauded. People enjoy and appreciate what you have to offer. But how do you get them give you value for value? How do you get people to give you money for what you bring to the table, for the services you offer, for the things they love and appreciate about you? Now, there are 6 streams in which you can monetize your talent, and I'm going to be sharing that with you in this video. The first one is to create a product, create and package something to sell. The knowledge you have about the talent you have, you can decide to create to teach people. You can decide to create to sell. You create a product. It could be a digital product. Whatever product you want to create, it could be a training, it could be a course, it could be a book, it could be a workshop, a webinar, a template. There are so many things you can create. It could even be an audiobook, it could be a playlist. Whatever it is that you know to do better, you can decide to create a product out of it and give to people in a means they can be able to access, and people will pay you for that product. Like I told you, I've been writing on social media for the past 3-4 years, and I have taught people how to write. I have created products around writing. I've launched books. I've held trainings. I've hosted courses, and I've held events. I've been able to teach people. I've sold templates. I've been able to teach people. I've been able to create products where I pass knowledge that I have about writing, and people get to pay me money for this. That is exactly how I have been building my talent-based business. All that I am today started from me honing and building my talent. The foundation is in my talent, which was writing. And from writing, I've been able to discover more things about myself. So you can create a product and sell to people, because if you don't package that in a product, people would have nothing to buy. So you've got to tell people, hey, I have packaged this that I know so well in a product, and I'm going to give you this value for this amount of money, and people would be willing to pay you money for that thing you know. The second way you can monetize your talent is by serving. You can decide to offer it as a service. Do you sing? Sing for people. Do you have a good voice? Become a voiceover artist. Do you speak eloquently? Go out there and do public speaking. Do you write like I do? Write for brands, become a copywriter, a content writer, an SEO writer. There are lots of writing fields and niches you can go into to monetize. So you can offer your talent as a service. Serve people, because there are people in need of your talent. No matter what it is, God did not give you something useless. Everything you have is useful. Someone needs what you have because they don't have it. I can write, but I may not know how to dance. And if I need a dancer to perform, I would hire a dancer. And that's where you come in. I can write, but I may not know how to paint and to draw. If I need someone to get me a beautiful artwork, I can hire somebody. I can contact an artist and tell him exactly what I want, and he can deliver. So every talent you have is useful. Nothing is useless in you. There is no talent that is least or great. Everyone, depending on how much you hone it and get people to see that it is really valuable, people will be willing to pay for your services if you offer to them your talent with creativity in a valuable manner. When you make it as food fit for kings, they will definitely give you their treasures to take that which you have. Now, the third way to monetize your talent is to teach. Teach the talent. Teach that thing you know. What's the knowledge you have about? I taught people how to write because I am a writer. I coach students. I coach aspiring writers. How far have you gone? How much do you know? Teach that talent. Teach that thing you know how to do. People will be willing to pay you to learn from you. You are always better than someone, no matter the level you are. Even if you're just discovering your talent today, there's someone who is yet to discover. You can teach them how you discovered and how they too can discover. So teach what you know. Teach that talent. Host training sections, host mentorships, coaching sections. These are ways to monetize. People pay for mentorships. People pay to be coached. People want to get to where you've gotten to in a faster way, with a faster route. That is where you come in. Offer unto them coaching services and coaching sections, mentorships, and they will be willing to pay to have a section with you. Now, the fourth way you can monetize that talent is to speak. Is to speak. Yes, you can actually speak on larger stages. Aside from having to coach people to sell your products that you've created, and aside from having to, to offer it as a service, you can teach people you by speaking on larger stages. This is where it is called public speaking. Most of the big brands you know today, what they know to do, they've been able to use it in these forms. They've been able to create products, they've been able to write books, they've been able to offer it as a service, they've been able to teach it to people in enclosed mentorship groups, and they are invited to conferences and events to speak on larger platforms, and they are heavily paid. You can also monetize what you know by speaking. Offer yourself up for public speaking. People are looking for intelligent speakers who would handle that you have. People are looking for who they will invite to their events, global events, so that you can represent, so that you can teach, so that you can speak and uplift hearts. People want to hear your success stories. Sometimes it's just about your brand story. How did you get here? How did you overcome? How did you go through the obstacles and hurdles? How were you able to attain success in this field that people find it hard to? They are struggling to do it. How did you do it? You can speak and you charge beautifully to speak on platforms. That is a way to monetize your talent. You can speak on virtual platforms, you can speak on physical platforms, whichever platform you're invited to, you can make yourself available, have your charge, and people will pay you if they find you valuable and worthy enough to speak on their platforms. Now, the fifth way you can monetize your talent is to consult. Be a consultant. If you've attained a certain level of expertise in your field, you can become a consultant. When you are so sure in what you bring to the table, people reach out to you and they ask you questions. These are aspiring, growing creators, up and coming people that are still in that field, young minds that are still trying to grow, that are still trying to get to the level you've gotten to. You can decide to consult for them. People need clarity. They need somebody who has gotten there to show them how they got there. They want a one-on-one section, a personal section. Sometimes people just need to pick your brain for a few minutes. Now that's where you come in. You can decide from that same talent to start a consultation business. Consult for people, have a chit chat with them, have a one-on-one section, have a call section, have a physical meeting where you give consultations and you charge them dutifully for it, and people will be willing to pay. Think about the popular brands and the public figures you know today. They also have consultancy sections, and in fact, they offer it as a service. You see them put up a flyer and they're offering this thing as a service, and they're charging you anywhere within 150k, 100,000, 500, a million, and more, depending on their level of profession and expertise, depending on the kind of brands they've built. But you can start from somewhere. If you know something, then consult for people. Now, the sixth way you can monetize your talent is influencing and partnership. Now, this is when you have grown your brand in that field, in that niche. You've been able to build a following on social media. You've been able to build a community. You have an audience. Now you can decide to partner with other brands that are directly and indirectly connected to the things you do and offer, and they will be willing to pay you for attention. They will be willing to pay you to give them a little bit of your followers' attention so that they can come to know about their own brands and businesses. Now, I do influencer partnerships with people. I am a writer and I influence for other corporate brands. That is, people who are into book publishing, people who are into editing, people who are even into graphic designing, video editing, social media management, majorly freelancers, people who create writing tools, people who create apps for like productivity apps, people who develop bots, automation apps. I'm able to influence for these brands because they are directly and indirectly connected to what I do, and I have their audience amongst my community. So all I do is sell attention, and I charge heavily for it, and people get to pay. So you can start from whatever package. You can be a mini influencer or even a micro influencer, whichever one you want to do. So when you've built your brand to a particular level and category, you can decide to go into influencer partnerships. It pays so well. So these are 6 ways you can monetize your talent today. First, you should create a product from that thing you know and sell the knowledge you have about it first. Second, you should serve for the talent you know. You should offer it as a service. Serve people about serve your talent, serve people with your talent, serve people with your gift, serve with what you know how to do. Offer it up as a service. Third, you can decide to teach what you know. Teach the talent, host mentorships, host sections, coach people, teach them. groom them, nurture the aspiring ones in your field, and you can make lots of money doing this. And the fourth one is to speak on that area. Speak on that area you're an expert in, that area of focus, that talent and gift. Have you been able to amass lots of knowledge? Have you been able to amass knowledge in that area? You can decide to go up for public speaking. People will be willing to invite you to grace their beautiful events, to step on their platforms and stages and share value with them, because they are looking for great, intelligent public speakers in that area. You can decide to offer your service. You can decide to speak at events. That is one way you can monetize. Now, the fifth way is to consult for people. Become a consultant. Consult in that field. Let people come and hear you share value with them. People want to sit down with you to have a hot section, a one-on-one section. Do not deny them of that. Create an opportunity, a window where you are able to win and they win. So you're able to offer your expertise, your experience, your knowledge, and they in turn pay you the money you've charged them for that particular service. And sixthly, you can decide to influence and do partnerships. Partner with brands who are directly and indirectly connected to your brands whom you know that you have their own target audience amongst your own community. You can partner with them to sell attention. You can decide to be a brand ambassador. You can decide to run adverts and promotions simply because you built a community of like-minded individuals. There are brands looking for places to promote their products. When they find you, you're gonna make lots and lots of money. For these are 6 major ways you can monetize your talent, turn it into a business, and start out making money online. Now, I'm also going to tell you how to attach value to what it is you have to offer. How do you attach your work? How do you attach your price to what you want to offer to people? Now, the quick and easy way to do this is to do a research. Find out how much people who are on your level in that field are charging for that same service you want to offer. Whether it's a product, whether it's consultancy, whether it's influencer partnerships, whether it's collaborations, whether it is teaching and coaching sections, mentorships. Find out their charge for people on your level. Find out the charge of people higher than your level. Then compare prices. You should be charging in between people who are on your level and people who are above your level. So you find out how much are customers and clients comfortable paying for this particular service. Then you can charge within that range. You should also know that when you're putting a price to your product as a beginner, sometimes you may not get paid as much as you want to be paid, but that's okay. You can start from somewhere. By the time you're able to grow, to gather results, expertise and experiences, you will be much more confident to charge higher for your products, your services, your attention, your knowledge and your expertise, and people at that time will be willing to pay. So if you're just starting out, price within the level your mates are pricing on social media, within the level they price, and within the level that the people above you are pricing. You should be charging in between where your mates are charging and where the people above you are charging. Anyway, in between, you can charge this, but be sure that what you're charging is something that still looks valuable, because the fact that your product or your service is priced really low does not mean that people would be so excited to buy, because sometimes people see things that are expensive as more valuable and premium. So you should be careful when attaching prices. Do not attach ridiculous prices to what it is you are selling, which is why you should carry out a market research before you attach a price to what you're going to be offering out there. Now, how do you step into the digital market with your talent-based business? Where do you go from here? What do you want to do next? Now you've known how to monetize your talent and make money off it online. So I'm gonna share the few steps you can take into taking your talent from ideation and preparation stage to execution stage, where you're already seeing things running and being established for you and your big dreams. Here is a simple rundown. First off, what you need is to get on social media. To choose a platform where the field and industry is mainly dominated, you can know that if you're a writer, you have LinkedIn and Facebook. If you're a designer, you have Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn as well. You also have X, which was formerly called Twitter. Now, if you are into lifestyle like dancing, singing, you can say you have TikTok. You have, if you're a public speaker, you have Spotify, you have YouTube. So you choose the perfect platform for your talent. Where our like-minded individuals are, you need to conduct that research to find out where people who are doing the same thing you want to do are. So when you find them, you should be able to join the train. All right, so you create a social media account. That's the first thing. Create a social media account on the platforms, at least 2 or 3 platforms you have found. You can be dominating one platform while still trying to grow other platforms, but start from one so you don't get overwhelmed. So you create a social media account, and the next thing to do is to optimize that social media account, because now you're not coming to play over there, you're not coming to use it for fun or entertainment, you're coming to use it for serious business. So get it optimized. How does the profile of people in that niche look like on that platform? Find out and make yours look exactly, if not better, than how theirs is looking like. So find out how their profile looks like and customize your own social media profile to look like that. You need to optimize and design it from your profile photo to your cover photo to even the name you will use, because the name you will use is the name of your brand. Your bio, your timeline, your colors, your flyer designs. Even if you want to have a logo, you can get a logo. So you optimize your profile on the social media platform. When you're fully set up and ready to launch, you can start building your personal brand. Now, a personal brand is simply you and your personality. Who do you represent? What do you do? What do you have to offer? What's your identity? That's what a personal brand is. Who do you represent and what do you represent as a person? So when you're online on social media, you can start building a personal brand around that thing you're offering, around your talent, your gift, your callings, your passion. You can start building a brand around it. That is what a personal brand is about. Example of personal brands you can see today are brands like, I'm going to mention a couple of musicians. Yemi Alade. Yemi Alade is a musician. Her name is the personal brand. You can say it there. Then we have gospel musicians like Judy K. Judy K, her name is her personal brand. You can see it there. We have popular writers like Chimamanda Adichie. Now, she did not just go to create a company. She has a personal brand. She built her personal brand that at the mention of the name Chimamanda Adichie Ngozi, you can know that that is a writer, that's an author. Oh, that woman is a feminist. You know what she stands for exactly as it is. That is the power of a personal brand. When you start building your personal brand, the most important thing is the content you put out on your wall, because that's how people get to meet you, know you, like you, and trust you. So the content you put out should be in alignment with what you're there for. So if you're there to write, then you should write and talk about writing, talk about lifestyle. Find the kind of writing you want to be putting out there and start putting it out there for people to feed on. When you start creating the right content, you begin to attract people who are interested in that content. Those people are your target audience. Now, when you attract your target audience, you start building a community with them. That's why you always read every book that comes out from Chimamanda's library. That's why you would always listen to every music that comes out from Judy K's playlist. That's why you want to listen to every podcast that comes out of Savusi Tembekwa bio. You would always want to listen to their podcast because they've been able to attract you as an audience and build a community. So your followers are not numbers, let them be community. You need to build a relationship with them. That is a social relationship with them, that they are not just followers. They don't just see you as someone they randomly follow. They see you as a social family. That is when you have started building a community. And I'm going to tell you the effect of this. When you build a community, that is when you can effectively monetize your talent, because the people who are your community members, the people who are your followers, your audience, the ones that have come to know, like, and trust you, are the ones who will be willing to come and patronize you, willing to take up the services you're offering, buy the products, come for consultation, pay for your mentorships, invite you to speak, even reach out to you for partnerships and collaboration deals. These are the people you already have as an existing audience. So your audience is one of the most important things when it comes to building a personal brand you want to monetize on social media. So the most important thing you should be building when you have this audience is trust and credibility. And you do this by authenticity and consistency. You're able to build trust and show people that you're real when you are real and when you are consistent. So if people see you consistently showing up to say one thing, they begin to trust you, they become interested. When they see the real you, your pictures, they're able to see your expression in real life, you're able to share and speak like a human, not a robot. People begin to connect human to human. They know that this brand really exists. This is not someone that just came on social media to scam people, or this is not just a robot. This is a Facebook user that exists somewhere. So I can trust her with my money, with my value, with whatever deal I want to entrust in her hands. I can do that because this human being actually exists. That's trust and credibility being built with your audience. The moment you've built trust and credibility, you can sell to your audience using the 6 systems and the 6 ways I have told you earlier in the video to monetize your talent-based business. Now, when you have this audience, you can decide to create for them, you can decide to create products for them, you can decide to teach them, you can decide to serve them, you can decide to speak for them, you can decide to influence for them, you can decide to consult for them if you have this audience. So the audience is one thing you should not neglect in your building a brand on social media. And once you start selling to them using these 6 streams of incomes, these 6 streams and systems you can use to monetize, all you need to do is to rinse and repeat. You do it over and over again. Keep launching new products, keep bringing out beautiful things, and let it be in alignment with what your audience desire, not just what you feel like, because they are the ones to buy what you sell. And that brings us to the end of this section. I hope you learned something worthwhile and you're able to put this into practice. So go forth and start monetizing your talent. Turn your talent into a business. Turn it into a money-making machine and profit from it. You can leverage social media in the new age. Digital platforms are everywhere. You can leverage it to make money from what you know how to do better than others. I wish you success. I remain Marvelous Ben, your digital marketer, and I help brands and businesses scale, market, and launch their business on social media using targeted content and digital marketing strategies. Now, if you are watching this course and you've always had a business, or you had a business idea you want to put on social media, and you're ready to launch your talent-based business on social media, and you really do not know how to go about it, I can show you step by step, take you through the process of how you can launch out on social media using our business model system. It's simply your business online model system. Now, this is a system I have created for young businesses, people who want to start up on social media. It's a system that helps them get everything they need to launch a business online, whether it's an already existing business or a new business they want to do, or a side hustle, or a mega business, or a startup business. We are able to help you launch out on social media with our structured systems that helps you get everything you'll be needing to go out online in one package. In this package, we offer business registration for your business as you're starting out on social media, because that equates trust. We offer CAC registration for people who are yet to register their businesses. We offer trademarking. We even register limited liabilities and companies. And then we also help you with your brand identity, because you're coming online. There are lots of brands that look like yours. We're going to help you design your brand logos, your brand identities, your business flyers. If you even need a website, you need an online store, you're a vendor, you sell products, you're a freelancer, you sell products, and you need a site, whether you have money for a free site or a custom site. We have different varieties of sites and stores we can give to you to start hosting your product and selling to make money out there. We even help you arrange and structure your content for months. If you don't know how to go about content creation, you're new to the game, but you need help, you want someone to walk you through, you get it as a package. In our package, we get to structure how you're able to get customers to patronize your business. Most people have their businesses online, but it's just on WhatsApp. We are going to take you to the social media platforms, to where your customers are, and help you build a sales funnel on how customers can reach you every single day on social media, as long as you are building your business online. We're even going to be teaching you tools you can use to make business easy for you online. We're going to be sharing with you automation tools, Google tools, analytic tools, record keeping tools, tools that make it easier to do business on social media. We're going to be giving it to you in our service packages. And if you want to be researchable online, if you want to be searchable, you want people to go on Google and search for your brand name and they are able to find you, we are also going to help you host your business on Google. So when people search for you in any location, they can always find you. And here's something interesting about our package. If you want to come on social media and you want to get visible overnight, you want to blow on social media, we have a system where we get influencers to talk about your business as you're coming on social media, and you can go viral, you can be visible, you can get lots of followers, and you can launch with a bomb the moment you're coming on social media. If you do not want to go the organic method, this package is tagged your business online model system. We want to help millions of businesses come online and start up on social media by helping them settle everything that they need to be a brand online, ranging from marketing to designs to content to registration to setup to influencer partnerships, advertising. We are going to help you set up on social media with your business online. Now, if you are interested in having this package, if you're interested in getting this service, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp at 081-3790-2066. You can send a message on WhatsApp and tell us you want to bring your business online. We are going to take you through the necessary steps. We have packages available for every category. Whether you're a student, you want to start a side hustle, we have packages for 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira and above. So these packages can suit you. Even your business flyer can be done for you. Your content can be sorted for you. How you can create funnels for customers to find you every day, we are going to sort it out for you. We have packages. You can send us a message to see all of our packages. And we even have packages for small business owners. We have packages for mega business owners. We have packages for people who want to start up companies, launch businesses for the first time. We have packages for every single category. You can send us a message, you can refer us, you can tell somebody about us. We are building businesses on social media for people who are interested in building brands online, brands that are visible. So this is your business online model system, and this is a service we offer, empowering business owners to leverage the digital field in this age. Thank you so much for watching this course. I hope you implement all you've been taught in here. Bye.